When I had first come to the ashram, this ashram known to all of us as Sri Aurobindo Ashram, Pondicherry, I was only 7 years old. My mother had told me, "We shall take you to a place where everyone works and everyone is happy." So when I came, I wanted to work. And in the dining room, we used to all go in the same queue, but the ladies took their meal to one hall and the gentlemen went to another hall. And they sat down for their meal and asked me, some of them asked me to bring a glass of water. They used to collect the water in enamel tumblers, very special to me, and I would fill the water, drinking water from a filter, and take it to the person. That was the first work I did. Then we came to know that there were flowers which were called special flowers. They had to be counted and offered to the mother with the number of flowers in our container, dish or bowl or vase. The Indian cork tree flower, known to us as transformation flower, was very special to me. And we had to go and collect it. And the gentleman who came to tell my mother, I have asked the mother has granted her permission to take these two girls, Chitradi was about 13, I was about 7, to collect the flowers from a place which did not belong to the ashram at that time. So I was very happy, and I went with Chitradi, and it was like an unending walk where the dining room is and the park is. We had to cross all that. It was too much for me. But still, as soon as I saw these white flowers on the pavement, I was very excited. I ran to them, and the gentleman, Joganandoda, he was appointed by the mother to receive people in the station and guide them to the ashram and to the house that was appointed for them. So he used to take us both, and he had given me one hanky, a handkerchief, a gentleman's handkerchief, in which I would put the flowers and we would take them. And then there were many, many flowers one day. So what I did, I took my dress up and I put the flowers there, and I was carrying them and walking like that with Chitradi, who was walking naturally faster than me. And we crossed the ashram western side street till the balcony street. Just as we were crossing the balcony street, I saw the mother standing at the balcony. And I said, "Devi, Chitradi, come. Mother is standing there." And mother looked at us and smiled. And she remembered that I was carrying the flowers in the dress. For years later, she had remembered it. And there was no balcony darshan at that time. Mother had come out to see the sunrise. She loved beauty in nature, She used to come out to see the sunrise. Afterwards, it became a regular feature. People would come to the street and wait for her to come. It was a very nice beginning of the day. For us, it was very special, and Chitradi and I, we would take the flowers to Kiran Kumari, you know, Shumantro's mother. Kiran Kumari used to go to Mother and Sri Aurobindo for their personal work. So we used to go to her house, which was Prasamartha Street, and we would count the flowers, and we used to keep them by tens, you know, 10 flowers in each heap. We would count, arrange them in a bowl or a dish, and put the number. Mother had told us much later, Mother had a pact with nature that many people would get her blessing for change of consciousness. So transformation flowers were very important. They are known as Indian cork tree flowers, or in Bengali the tree is called Akash Neem. It resembles the neem tree, but it rises very high. So reaching the sky, the neem reaching the sky, Akash Neem. So one day we used to go to Kiran Kumari's house, as I told you. Sujata Nahar, Sujata Di, Chitradi, and I think one more person. We used to count the flowers, give to Kiran Kumari, and she would take to the ashram. One day I was told there was a mistake in your counting. Champaklalji used to revise the counting. So from after that I was still more careful. So these special flowers were the champa flower, and the plumeria rubra was also a special flower. The arbora tristis, aspiration, was a special flower. These were all very dear to us youngsters. Mother said they are so young, they are going to stay here for 4 months, they need some exercise. So Mother asked us to water the garden. We used to take watering cans and water the garden. That was the exercise she gave us. And then we were in need of a little amusement. So in Kiran Kumari's house, opposite the sugar mills, this thing, we used to go, and Sujata Di and Amita Sen, brother and sister, Nahar, Chitradi and I, we used to play carom, or sometimes we used to play, you know, Monopoly is a game with counting money, and Mother allowed us to play it. And Amita Sen and Chitradi would be partners, Sujata Di and I would be partners. So that's how we used to have indoor game, carom or Monopoly, and outdoor we didn't have any, but on the terrace we used to play kabaddi. And that was our outdoor activity, so to say, apart from watering. So I was very young, and I wanted to plant this hibiscus, red hibiscus. They said in this narrow strip there is no sunlight. This plant likes sunlight, it won't flower. I said, no, I'm going to plant it there. And as Mother and Sri Aurobindo had heard that I had heard me and I had planted it there, I think that's the reason why it did flower. We were all very happy. Flower significances has become a regular feature for the ashram, and but few of us remember the different planes of consciousness that Mother has explained through the colors of the flowers. Opening of the physical, opening of the movements of the emotion and tendencies of our nature called vital here, and mental, and above the mental, these planes of consciousness, I think we need to remember, because I have heard some people feel very surprised to hear that our everyday life would correspond to material vital. They think vital is bad, but it is not so. It just comes from the word V, life. So it is the life forces. So the flower significances were the first thing, and the work in the ashram also an important element which drew my attention when I was a child.